we good now. And yeah, so that's Queen Faith right there, Queen Simone right there. That's Quest in the middle, New Questament, and I'm me. In a minute, we're gonna get started, but I gotta get that audio started. So I'll just say to Quest, we getting ready to go, Quest. So
Right on the set.
Peace, y'all. Let's Hey, yo, Quest, it's time to give the people something, man. What we talking about today?
What up? What up? What up? Welcome to another edition of the Marriage Ain't for Suckers podcast. I'm your host with the most, Quest, alongside my man, my man, L. David Harris.
Get on the mic. Yo, what up?
Listen.
Yo,
Get everybody up in the piece, man.
yo, Quest.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah.
Class is in session.
Yeah, I dare not go any further, you feel me? Without introducing, you know what I'm saying? The queen of the castle. You feel me? The queen of the castle. It's a big up yourself. You know what I'm saying? Flash your natty. No, a joke. Ladies and gentlemen, Simone, queen of the castle, Harris.
Oh, we got it. Yeah.
Hear that. You know what I'm saying? So big up to Marriage Ain't for Suckers crew. You know what I'm saying? Grown and married crew. Shouts out to the whole massive. Yep. The both of them in the building today. You feel me? Yeah. So big things are going on this week, man. Big things going on. First and foremost, man, shouts out to South Atlantic Union. They brought your boy in to come do a marriage conference this weekend, Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, indeed. So if you're in the Atlanta area, you want to be in the building. Yep, just text marriage to 484848 and you can be in the building. You can get yourself the info, the link, and everything else to be there. It's happening at the Crown Plaza from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. And I promise you, this will be one of the most transformative. Yeah, because we're not playing no games. Yep. I'm just telling you, men, this is not one of those conferences where we get to beat up on the men or we beat up on the ladies. No, we're equal opportunists. We're going to beat up on both of y'all. No, I'm just playing. But yeah, it goes down. It's the Grow Marriage Conference. Yeah, that grows an acronym. The G's for God, the R's for relationship, the O's for oneness, the W for willingness. So come. It's all based in the assessment. So we're gonna free some people up, man, and get busy in that thing. So yeah, man, y'all better come out and come in the building. Other than that, man, we chilling. What's up on the J side?
Yo, Life is life.
You don't know.
Yeah. So I don't want to prolong the thing. I know you got to push. So God is good with trials, and we doing what we got to do in the meantime, homeboy.
Yeah, Moni, what's good in the hood?
Nothing much. Just good to be back.
Yes, indeed.
I can see.
Yes, I see.
Well, the two of y'all got reflections going on.
You know what I'm
saying?
I keep mine on to keep that blue screen out my eye. That thing is damaging to the kid. So
yeah.
Yep. Yes, indeed. We're glad to see you back home safe and sound, because we wouldn't have to hop on no plane and play CIA, me and David. Go down there with the things.
Yes.
So we're glad to see you back at the crib.
The Thule.
Yep.
The Thule. So what we getting into, D?
Well, Simone was talking about something that she saw yesterday, and of course, it's a not so favorite subject of ours. So take it away, Simone.
Well, I was watching a popular talk show, and the topic was about women who cheat.
Me.
And about the men and
Yeah.
asking like, well, why you think these men cheat? Why did you cheat? Why are you in it? Or why, like one of them, she's been in it for 6.5 years.
Mm-hmm.
And she just was like, well, this is my life now. So there's no need for me to leave.
Wow.
And she said that she was not interested in knowing about the wife, who she is, what she looked like. She doesn't care. She knows the wife is there, but she's not interested. And she actually met this guy before he got married to the girlfriend. Yes, that's what she said. And basically the talk show host said to her, you know, that's like not good, right? And the talk show host basically also revealed for the first time that she herself was a Métis when she was
Oprah.
when she was in her 20s.
It was on TV.
Well, no, it was on. I was watching YouTube.
Okay, whatever. Same.
But yes, that was a talk show, and then they moved on. You know, she moved on to another segment where she brought in two wives. One of them is a wife of a he's in the entertainment industry, and she said that she walked into the room the next morning when they woke up, and she looked down in the bed at him to tell him something. When she looked down, she saw lipstick on his lip, just shiny lipstick. And so she asked him, she was like, hey, wake up. What's all this right here? Yeah. And he basically told her, well, you know, it was just, you know, something had happened. And then, you know, one of the friends or entertainers, she just, you know, gave me a kiss on the lip. And she was like, whatever. And then, and then the next thing was they were somewhere and they were at the gas station and the phone kept ringing. And she's like, you're not going to answer it? And he was like, no, don't need to. And she's like, well, I'll answer it. And he's like, no, it's good, it's good. And then later on, she saw him in the corner talking to somebody on the phone. And she's like, I bet you that's a woman. And it turned out to be a woman, and the rest is history. So I didn't get to finish watching all of it, but that was enough.
So he cheated.
Huh?
So he cheated.
Yes, he was cheating, but she was the wife so she brought in the wives who were cheated on versus the Métis. And then I think the third segment was for a wife and a Métis to meet. Yeah. And one of the Métis, she actually called the wife when the guy basically kicked her to the curb. She called the wife. This one was in the relationship for 2 years with a businessman. And
I thought it necessary to tell the folk on the state side, Métis means chick on the side. Yeah.
Yeah, side chick. And she called the wife to say, hey, I've been with your with your husband all over the world. Yeah, so when he told you he was on business trip, yes, I was going with him. And she basically told him everything because she said, in the end, he left her broken.
Yo, you know the part I don't understand about all of this? Is so many men in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Why link up? I'm just saying, is it that good?
Nah, bro.
Well, look, one of the things they said, why that man? She said because a lot of the men her age did not fulfill her list of what she was looking for in a man. That's what she said. This particular one
was one of the things on her list married to another woman. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Tick. That'll do it.
Her, all of them, except for the one that was in for 6.5 years, all of them did not reveal initially that they were married. They revealed after their first sexual encounter.
Oh boy.
So he did that before.
Yes.
But she decided, once again, was married man on her list. So he revealed it to you before you decided to.
No, he revealed it to her after they had a sexual encounter. So it wasn't like.
Okay.
Yeah, so 3 of them, it was not revealed to them in the beginning of the affair that they were married. And so basically they were lied to. And it was it started getting even more interesting because for me as a person who wouldn't want that to happen. I was sitting there just like, well, just leave him. But then the expert came on and said it's not so easy because these women are so emotional. We get so emotionally invested into relationships that, you know, we don't, we feel that we can fix whatever wifey ain't fixing at home.
I'm just saying though, like sometimes you, for real, my question is, you get so emotionally invested, you turn idiot? Like for real, like, because here's my question. Like if it's the first time, okay, it was the first time. Was it that good where you was just like, blow, I gotta have him in my life. You know what I'm saying?
No. It's a spell, bro. It's a spell. The forbidden makes people behave weird.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have an affinity for the forbidden,
oh, then
that's what it is. Because there's no way that so many people are unintelligent. There's no way. Because you have some very otherwise bright people doing these kind of things. So it's a spiritual thing. And once that spell is on somebody, until or unless they decide that they want to surrender that to God, or if they're unholy people, just stop. It's not gonna happen. Because
I wonder sometimes too, D, if it's a matter of low self-esteem. Because like for real, I man or woman, I know some women that's just like for real. I'm not sharing. There's too many out here. If I need to go to another country, I'll do that. But I'm not sharing with nobody. You know what I mean? Like,
well, part of it that they revealed too was, yes, there's a self-esteem issue.
Yeah.
Also, some of them were just like, well, I don't have the responsibility the wife has. I didn't have to cook for him. I don't have to pick up after him. After we do what we do, he goes home to his wife and his children. And as long as he's taking care of my other needs, I'm good. And one of them, she was just like, and he couldn't tell me I couldn't go and date other men.
Because clearly that would be hypocritical.
Right. So then in essence, then it's just a friend with benefits, right?
Friendship.
But that's what I'm saying, though.
Baby, you don't do it.
You don't respect the sanctity of relationship enough to find you somebody that don't have somebody else. You know what I'm saying? In order to do that,
right?
You can do that. You could do that and be single. Like, yo, okay, you got to go. After you know.
That's true. But you also have the other side of it where the man keeps telling her, that okay, so like for instance, for one of them, the one who was dating the businessman, he gave her a bank account.
Oh wow. He
gave her a budget to go and find a home for them because he said he wants to be with her. His wife is not meeting his needs, blah, blah, blah. And that's what happened. So for her, she's like, oh my goodness, he's going to leave his wife. He's going to be with me. But then I forgot what happened. And then he was just like, yeah, I can't leave my wife. It's cheaper to keep her. And then she was left. He literally cut off the bank account and a bunch of other things, fringe benefits. And she was left literally in a financial ruin and all kind of stuff. And I guess at that point, she said, you know, I got so emotionally and mentally messed up. I just said, you know what, I'm calling wifey and just let her know what happened. She said after that she felt free and she began to heal.
Yeah, I know a story. We'll call it a story of a young man who was about 19 and there was an older woman, but older to a 19-year-old. So we're talking, mid 20s, pushing up on 30. She was very much married and she had a thing for the 19-year-old. 19-year-old and her connect in the unsanctified way.
The lady met the fellow.
Right? But here's where it gets really weird. The woman says she's married and she's already on adultery side. Right? Of course, young guy is too, but that's different, right? So she goes, I want to buy a house for you. But the young guy was like, a what? A house. And, you just be for me. Pause. So the woman who's cheating on her husband tells the young guy who's doing sexual things to her, I want to put you in a house, but you have to be only for me. You see how twisted sin makes you think?
Yep.
What? And I can tell you that the young guy said no, absolutely not. That's not gonna happen.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. I'm
Right.
19.
It was just the weirdest thing, bro. And Simone, I'm used to just talking to Quest, so sorry, Simone.
No,
I know you not a bro.
yeah, that right.
That's a different program.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So, yo, I'm Quest.
No, I'm listening.
No, that's it. But that was it. You know, I don't. You know, I'm. You know, that was basically it. Where the young guy was just like, "Nah, I'm not doing that." And then they broke it off. They broke it off because the young boy was like, "No, like it's already weird that the two of us are doing what we're doing, but now you want to put me in the house. Like, what is that? Is that like what is that kind of some kind of confinement? Like, what is that? Some manipulate? What is that?"
Yeah.
And then you're saying only for me when you're
Why-
going home to your
To
husband.
your husband. Exactly.
So it's a really twisted spot when we start kind of going down those pathways into forbidden liaisons, man, dangerous liaisons, in fact.
At the end of the day, it destroys people.
Yeah.
It destroys families. It destroys children. If
Mhm.
children are, you know what I'm saying, somebody has children, you know, a married person has children, because now, you know, like for real, the marriage is gonna end up being broken up.
And a lot of people are involved in all these affairs. And actually, a kind of a twist happened with one of them. The young lady said that the affair actually saved her marriage.
What?
Yeah, I've heard stuff like that before.
If you want to know, but it actually, she said it saved her marriage, and she's so thankful for what she did.
Yeah, there's a lot of that in spite of kind of stuff where people, they look for what they call it, silver lining, and then they find one and then just like, I would have had it no other way. But really and truly, it's just that God is so good that sometimes he just pushes through the foolishness that we do.
I'm just saying, there's a difference between his catastrophic power and his persuasive power.
Yeah.
How persuasive is, sometimes I just got to send you a little hint and you get it together. Catastrophic means, okay, yep, what's happening here? You know what I'm saying? And it's, you know, just like you said, through his goodness, he's able to put things back on track. But truth be told, if y'all were communicating from day one, because usually it's at a loss of needs, you know what I'm saying? The wiring of whoever you're married to, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's usually something along the lines of a need not being met, communication not taking place, and you feel some way, somehow, that this person is fulfilled. And it starts off from a little conversation. Yep. And then before you know it, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so this is the reason why I'm always on that. Don't let nobody else speak your spouse's love language better than you do. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. When I know what Faith loves, like for real, I'm gonna do it like nobody's business. I'm gonna tell her how good she looked. I'm gonna tell her how, you know what I'm saying, all those things that I can't say on the air right now or on the program right now. You feel me? Yeah, I see you. And in addition to that, like for real, because now when she goes out on the road and I'm you know, knocking everything down, you know, like for real. Now when they hit her on the street, you're like, oh, my husband tell me that already. Whatever, dude, get out of here, kick rocks.
All right.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Because that's usually how it happened. Now I don't fulfill something. I'm not communicating with her the way she likes to be talked to. She go to work one day. You know what I'm saying? The dude on the job who messy. Oh, how you doing? He trying to find out about the family. He see the pictures of us all on the desk. You know what I'm saying? She may not pay attention to it day one, day two. But you know what I'm saying? Like for real, a month out, she may entertain the conversation at the water cooler one day. 5-minute conversation turned to 15. Next day, it might be both of them in the lunchroom having lunch together at the job. Before long, you're waking up in a hotel room like, how did this happen?
Yeah. That's the
And a lot of people think that that when two people cheat, it's usually just the fault of the cheater. Sometimes, in most situations, really, you have to ask, what role did I play in this?
Yeah.
And it's two married people. I got to make sure, listen, checking every day. Hey, is everything all right? Are the needs being met? Where are we in the love department? This is the reason why I'm saying like the maintenance boy is so crucial, D.
Yeah.
Heard up.
And the thing about it is, so you have that end of the discussion or spectrum where it sort of eases in. And then you have what happened with Simone and I, right? We're at the gym together. and we've talked about this before, and she's not even 10 feet from me.
Yeah.
We've been going to the same gym together for a good clip.
Yeah.
And a woman decides that she wants to literally go and do deadlifts right in front of me, bro. Simone's next to me, facing me perpendicular. So Simone's back is to a wall and I'm facing a mirror. Lady decides she's going to come right in front of me to do deadlifts. And I look at Simone, I'm like, what is this?
Yeah.
Right. No. So you have the sort of ease in thing where a guy may try to win over a woman. And then you may have the situation where a potential matey is just like, yo, I'm gonna kick the door down because he's not gonna forget when I do this.
Yeah.
And I was appalled. I was like, yo, that's gangster. Like, even if I was like that, I wouldn't mess with her because she gonna get me killed.
Oh, no doubt.
Right? Even if I was like that. Right. So we just have to decide, like in our marriages, like a guy was talking about it on Facebook when we had probably, 8 minutes left. A guy on Facebook was like talking about, you know, what if your wife cheats on you, do you stay with her? Right. And I'm like, when you say wife, are you talking about my actual wife or are you talking about the proverbial wife that's not a real person? Right. So look like you muted out, Quest. So I'm like, if you're talking about my actual wife, then no, I don't leave her. I don't like it. I would hate it. It would be a problem. It would be a real problem for the guy, but that's another story.
Next.
But I'm just saying, like, and somebody had the nerve to say to me on the Facebook, like, yeah, well, that's easy to say, but when it really happens, blah, 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 people be, and I was like, pause. I'm not talking about people. I'm talking about me.
Right.
And I'm not talking about just the proverbial wife. I'm talking about my friend for 30 and 31 years, or however many years, 18 years of marriage. So that woman is different than the woman that you just kind of painted a portrait of on Facebook.
Yeah.
The real live woman, I'm not leaving her. I'm just not. Because we made a decision ahead of time that we not going to break up, bro. So yeah, it would be some growth and some problems for the guy. He would have a big problem. But Simone and I will get through it, right? If God forbid that were to happen.
Oh, I hope that don't happen. Because I can't. That's too much.
Yeah, I pray for him too, that it don't happen. Oh.
Stressful.
It's so funny. Like I question sometimes if people like really do have a conscience sometimes. Or do you what's the phrase that I'm looking for? Do you count the costs? You know what I'm saying? Like, even if the needs ain't being met and somebody's speaking the language in a way that like for real, that would be enough for me to go home and just lay it out on the table. Like this is the situation.
Yeah, somebody pushed up on me today.
You know what I'm saying? And here's the funny thing about it. In my mind, I entertained it, but I didn't move forward with it because I was counting the cost. What would this cost me? Right. And it's a clear indication that we need to have a conversation.
Wow, that was clear, Quest.
Yeah, no doubt. When if okay, this is the stuff that happens, and I think a lot of the times you could prevent. But see, what happens is we don't have the conversation with the spouse. Why? Somebody's immature, and if you say that kind of thing, it's going to incite an argument. It might be a knockdown, drag out. But the truth of the matter is, somewhere, somehow, somebody's not doing what it is that they're supposed to do. And when you get called out for it, what are you going to get mad? Because your spouse let you know that you are not fulfilling the needs, like the needs that I have, or I'm not filling the needs that you have. Like, for real, what you gonna do? Not say nothing and then let it jump off, and then you end up like, I don't get that.
So really, one of the mateys had this conversation with her husband and told one that said that she's glad that this affair actually made her marriage way better. It's 100% better than what is before. And she said that because she had this conversation with her husband, but it fell on deaf ears. And she said not just once, not just twice. Several times she's gone to him and said, we're not, or something is wrong and we're not getting, whatever. And then eventually when she finally told him, she came forward and told him, look, I was having an affair with this man. This is when we did it. Almost every day we saw each other. And she said, he's 6'4". He buckled to the ground and just was like, I'm so sorry. you know, and he begged for forgiveness. He begged her for forgiveness
Right.
because he pushed her out there.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. At the end of the day, is like, okay, persuasive, catastrophic. I'm warning you, right? Here's the funny thing: we don't heed the warnings that we should, and you push people to the breaking point. I'm in a married relationship. Okay, let me just put the disclaimer: I'm not condoning extramarital affairs in any way, shape, or form. I'm not for that foolishness, right? But I do understand, as a human being, we have needs. One of the worst things that you could experience is being in a marital relationship and loving this person and not being able to enjoy all the fruits that marriage has to offer. Imagine me going a mango, you know what I'm saying? A Julie mango, and can't touch none of the mangoes.
No, I can't imagine that already. You said the right thing.
Bro. That's torture, bro. That's torture, bro.
We didn't hear because we were canceling now. Let Simone cuss you now. Go ahead.
Touch it either. She caused problems for anybody married.
I'm just saying, like, for real, you have the right to be in there, and you can't, like, for real, and that's what it is in marital situations. Me and my wife met. I was reading a situation where a man ended up cheating. Now, once again, I'm not condoning the cheating. He did let her know what the issues were. My man went 8 months. 8 months. 8 months
of celibacy, you're saying?
And it not by choice.
Right.
She was holding out 8 months, and my man was like, "I can't take this no more. I'm married." Can I fault him for that?
Well, fault him is a strong word. I mean, if you say you can't, then you're saying that it was okay. But you can say, even though it was not okay, that you understand that he broke.
Exactly.
Not that it was okay, but the fact was that he broke.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And he's getting attention. Oh, my. And so some of us, just like that situation, Simone, some of us are pushing our spouses to, matter of fact, I'm coaching a situation right now. You feel me?
Yeah.
And I get too deep, but I know what it is when one spouse acting like you just straight up either God's gifts to the world, or you dealing with some past hurts that you know you need to get healing from and you haven't. And it's you're allowing your hurts from the past to operate on your behalf in the relationship. And not only is it hurting you, it's hurting your spouse. And I'm telling you, you're a fool. Get the healing that you need, because if you don't, it's going to take your situation to the divorce court. And at that point, and here's the funny thing, you know you got a winner in your camp. You know that this person is down for you like 4 flats. And come on, hurt people. You are allowing your hurt to stop you from being vulnerable, to stop you from having the necessary conversations. Come on, D, 1 minute. So I'm just saying, like, for real, don't let it happen to you. If you need healing, get the healing. If you need help, get the help. But by all means, fulfill the needs, man, and keep your marriage strong. Word up.
Yeah, Simone.
Yeah. Make sure that you take care of whatever is hurting you, like he said, because that was one of the things that the expert brought out. Once you take care of whatever is hurting within you, then you can give all of yourself in your marriage.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. To thine own self be true, then you can't lie to nobody else. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. So stay focused, and we'll holler at y'all next time.
Peace.
There you have it, y'all. I hope you've enjoyed your time with us. Marriage is about mutual love and mutual respect, and it works for those willing to make it work. Real talk, our spouses are treasured jewels given to us to make life better. And the sooner we learn to value one another will be the sooner we become absolute best versions of ourselves we can be. Until next time, peace. All right, y'all. So, this was good. Thank you, Quest. Thank you, Simone. And y'all, we'll catch y'all on the rebound. We don't know what we'll do next time, but it was a blessing that we could run together today. And we'll catch y'all on the next one.
Big up the Massive Crew.